At first glance, you'll notice that Lootbound takes the backpack battler formula and slides it into an interesting mix of party-based JRPG-style combat and roguelite progression, which may sound like it could be a convoluted mess, but in reality it works quite well. I think this is mostly because you can tell by the design that the creators had specific goals and feelings in mind and kept the creativity in scope to keep the systems from conflicting with each other. On the backpack side, it does use some of the same tropes, with positioning, rotation, and synergies being essential to boosting up desired traits on each of the 3 characters who each have their own backpacks. This means you can focus in on making someone a tank, another a healer, and yet another a DPS, and this is leaned into solely based on equipment choices. Combine this with the class system and it's a fairly decent mix of generic as well as class-focused gear, and you can start to experiment with fairly diverse builds and mixes within your party. That said, due to the limit of your control being your main character, with the side characters instead acting based on solely conditional rules, you will want to take these behavior preferences into account when building your team. And while I love the game so far and think it is absolutely a solid pick for fans of any of the 3 major genres mentioned, I would love to see the option to lean a bit heavier into turn-based JRPG controls and also possibly some better tools for directing enemy hits towards characters that you want, since I did have an amazing run ended because I decided to go more offensive than defensive on my main character, which resulted in a game over with him dead while my 2 allies remained essentially untouched.